Right, welcome back. So we're finally getting to the case studies. It's been a long month. Definitely been a long month. And that's mostly due to me, because I didn't want to fuck around and find out with the shoulder. But we're getting towards the end. There's three case studies left, and we should be good to go to actually finish this up. So sit down, relax. This is probably going to get copyrighted, but hey, it is what it is. I like listening to very peaceful music when I write. Anyways, let's get to it. So Resident Evil 1, well, not Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 4, both of them actually are going to be the first case study. Okay. Then Silent Hill F, then Friday Night to Friday Security Breach Ruin. I'm looking for at least probably a December 5th release of this. Probably, but we'll get there when we get there. So, case study 1. Case study 1. Resident Evil 4. And remake. So pretty much, these are two versions of the same story, kind of, in a way. But they're two different forms of isolation. So we'll start off with Resident Evil 4 OG first, then make our way there. But let's do like a little introductory passage for first. So, two versions. Two versions of the same story. Two versions of the same story. Two isolation. I like that. Okay. So, Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 4 is interesting because on paper, Leon isn't alone. He's alone, but he's not alone. He's getting help in the shadows. And later on, Ashley. Okay. Speaking of which, I do miss doing lore files. It's been a long time, but unfortunately, with the speech impediment, there's a lot of files to read. It's gonna get screwed up. I'm honestly surprised I could even read like 12 pages of this in one sitting. But yeah, if it's like a Fatal Frame lore files, yeah, good luck. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. As well as better with Obama when we had the Obama voice that I made, but people preferred listening to me, strangely enough. I know it's more so for a human connection, but yeah, there's only so much you can do. This speech impediment kind of sucks nowadays, but it is what it is. My body is broken. He's sent on a mission, but he has support. Sort of. He has support. He has support. He communicates with people. He has Ashley. You know, say what you will. Ashley was good company, regardless of how you feel about her. Yes, Ashley. Fine, I'll do it because I know someone's gonna fucking say something. If you want to be cute about it, he technically has the people in the village, or in or in the entirety of Los Illuminados. But we're not gonna be that. We're not gonna be cheeky. Okay. Yet. Yep, both the original, both the original and the remake make him feel so isolated, which he is, like the majority of the game. Okay, so let's see what we got so far. Just in different ways. Okay. Two versions of the same story, but two different versions of isolation. Oh, I so like that. Resident Evil 4 is interesting because on paper, Leon isn't alone. He is sent on a mission. He has support. He communicates with people, and he has Ashley and Ada. Yet, both the original and the remake make him feel isolated, just in different ways. Okay. I gotta refill my flask soon. You already know what I'm gonna say, but I'm not gonna say it. Flask is now empty. I gotta refill this later. Just in different ways. Hmm. Okay. The original game. Um. We're gonna do something funny here. Leon's isolation. This is gonna be a very, very funny angle we're gonna do here. It's not gonna be emotional separation. It's literal physical separation. I'm gonna be able to word this. I just gotta think real quick. So as usual, I did have my MRI on Saturday. I'm getting my results tomorrow, but again, I'm still not trying to fuck around with this until I actually see what's going on. It's probably gonna be surgery, which damn, here we go again. I'm still gonna get separated from the military, but VA benefits it is. But yeah, like it's still kind of a little bit uncomfortable being in this position typing. Not emotional separation. Not emotional separation, but will be specific, but literal physical distance. Okay. The entire environment is open. We're gonna be adding a little tiny bit of fluff right here. So the entire environment from the village, yeah, from the village. I think what really blew my mind when I was playing RE4 was the fact that the tower later on just gets like destroyed. I'm like, bro, how? Or they were cheeky in the remake too. It's like, oh yeah, You can't cheese it by just chilling, by just chilling on the tower. You just fall. I'm like, oh, y'all are funny. I like the remake. The remake was fun, especially after the third remake, which we won't talk about. Resident Evil 3 remake, yeah, that was the thing. The entire environment from the village up until the island section is open, almost spacious. Almost spacious. But none of it feels like it belongs to him. More SPV, more SPV. Like it belongs to him. We're gonna be very we're gonna be sassy with this. Enemies appear in numbers. Enemies appear in numbers. Yeah, it's obstacles. Okay. Even in his communications, even his moments of communications, even in his moments of communication, even his moments of communication, even his moments of communication feel like lifelines. They give you they give you information, but no sense of presence. Yeah, there we go. Even in his moments of communication, such as with Hunnigan. I hope I spelled that right. It's been a little bit since I actually played RE4. I, I definitely probably did spell that right. It feels. Oh, come on, I have the analogy. Ow. I have the analogy. Damn it, I have the analogy. Even his communications, even moments of his communication, such as with Hunnigan, feel like lifelines tossed in a hostile ocean. There we go. Yes. Yes, that'll work. I'm copywriting that. Because they give you information, but no presence. Information, but no sense of presence. Give me a second. This feels like it's been on the same damn. It has been on the same damn song. And I totally whiffed that spelling because I was more focused on the song. That's definitely just gonna be copyrighted. And oh my god, I can't spell right now. Well, you know what we can talk about? No, I think we're good. But no, we're gonna still add a lot more, but I think we actually are good here. Let me read this. Two versions of the same story, but two different versions of isolation. Resident Evil 4 is interesting because on paper, Leon isn't alone. He's sent on a mission, he has support, he communicates with people, and he has Ashley and Data. Yet both the original and the remake make him feel isolated, just in different ways. In the original game, Leon's isolation comes from separation. Not emotional separation, but literal physical distance. The entire environment, from the village to the island section, is open, almost spacious, but none of it feels like it belongs to him. Enemies appear in numbers, I gotta put an S there, and serve a role as obstacles. Even his moments of communication, just as with Hunnigan, feel like lifelines tossed in a hostile ocean. They give information, but no sense of presence. Okay, that sounds good. Now I just gotta fix those grammatical errors. And I gotta fix that I gotta fix that spelling. So I need support for this though. How about we do this? The game's design. Game's design. The game's design reinforces distance. This distance, yes, this distance. The game's design reinforces this distance. The fixed aiming. Fixed aiming. Limited movement. Limited movement. Tight over. Yeah, over the shoulder. The tight over the shoulder experience. I still love it though. Perspective. Fixed aiming, limited movement, the tight over the shoulder perspective. It keeps us. It keeps me and you as players. It keeps us as players anchored to the idea that Leon can only rely on himself. Because we're equipped but not supported. I can actually use that. Ooh, I can use that. I just gotta word that right. Okay, but keep the player. And keep the player. To keep the player anchored to the idea. Yeah. That Leon only has himself to rely on. You're equipped, but not supported. You're equipped, supported. You're equipped, but not supported. Leon. We're gonna ignore that. Save it. Leon. In the original Resident Evil 4. Leon in the original Resident Evil 4 funny because he doesn't tolerate. He doesn't tolerate it. He just goes. Doesn't he? Doesn't internalize it. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't internalize isolation. He just goes. That's why we love him. He tolerates it. I'm gonna end this. We're gonna do a funny sentence here because I love. We all love OG Leon. Not to say remake Leon's any. Not saying our remake Leon's bad, but those one-liners in RE4 are legendary. He keeps it. He keeps personality intact because that's the only armor he has. There we go. Yeah, that works. No thanks, bro. Where's everybody going? Bingo. Okay. All right. That's good. So I don't think I need to reread that other section. We'll just read what I wrote. All right. Let's see. No, we don't need to read everything. So even in his moments of communication, such as with Hunnigan, feel like lifelines tossed in the hostile ocean. TMing that. They give you information but no sense of presence. The game's design reinforces this distance. The fixed aiming, the limited movement, the tight over-the-shoulder perspective. They keep the player anchored to the idea that Leon only has himself to rely on. You're equipped, but not supported. Leon in the original Resident Evil 4 doesn't internalize isolation, he tolerates it. He keeps his personality intact because that's the only real armor he has. Damn! Love it. Okay, good shit. We did about 20 odd minutes worth of work. Tomorrow we'll do Resident Evil 4 Remake. Then we'll proceed to Silent F. Probably tomorrow. I might have to do Type Wound stuff. I'm kind of alternating between the two. But anyways, good stuff. We'll get back to this. We're almost done with this. Just be patient. We'll probably have this out by beginning of December. Anyways, good shit.